somebody said to me at one point, business as usual in UK higher education ended in 2010, and the mantra has been constant change ever since. My own view is that we're going to see increasing focus on value for money. There was, under the Theresa May government, we saw the Algo Review, which was a review of UK higher education that suggested changes in fee levels. Although that hasn't happened yet, it's still there in the background, and it will come back at some point. We've seen a change in the regulatory environment with the Higher Education Funding Council ceasing to exist and the Office for Students coming to the fore. And the Office for Students have been very clear that they are a regulator. They are a regulatory body, and they are behaving in that way, and institutions are having to respond to that. We've also seen a shift in the political climate. So you've seen Boris Johnson as our Prime Minister talk about the Red Wall and the constituencies that voted Conservative in the last election that traditionally had voted Labour over many years. And Johnson made promises that he would honour his commitments to those constituencies. Now, if you think about the needs of those constituencies, they have very bright individuals who are from non-traditional backgrounds, so less well-off backgrounds. And part of what I think we'll see is greater emphasis on access for those individuals into higher education, looking at equality of opportunity, diversity of the university community in terms of students and staff, and a real focus on diverse learning pathways. So Durham has a very strong core offer, which is about face-to-face teaching. It's about students having a college life within a college community and having an identity in the college that they're part of. My daughter studied at Durham. She studied criminology, and she was part of St Cuthbert's College. And if you ask my daughter about her time at Durham, the first thing she'll mention is that she was in St Cuthbert's College. The second thing she'll mention is she went to Durham University. So that college identity is very strong. So what we're looking at, and I think institutions more broadly are looking at, is how they can deliver the learning and teaching much more flexibly. How we can allow students to consume in the UK their learning in different ways, but still maintain the quality of the experience and the value of the wider student experience, and all that brings to the richness of life in higher education. I also believe that technology will become increasingly front and center of all that, looking at how we deliver ever more complex content and richer content, more interactive content. And I think the next great horizon for that will be how we deliver laboratory experiences virtually. So how do you engage a student in a lab without them having to actually physically go into a lab every time they want to practice a technique or they want to learn how to use a piece of laboratory equipment? That will bring to the fore more use of virtual reality. It will bring to the fore more use of augmented reality and platforms such as Microsoft HoloLens. And I think that for me is the biggest impact of COVID-19, is that shift in our institution from a technology program that was focused on a lot of back office stuff, administrative systems, management information, business intelligence, to actually the core business about how do we deliver learning and teaching, how do we deliver research, and how do we absolutely transform both the learning experience of our students and also their administrative life in the institution.